In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Helmet of the Storm, which is the helmet piece within the ThunderGod set. So the ThunderGod set I've talked about in separate videos, but really it is an important set late in the game, not necessarily because of the 2-piece set bonus you're going to use, but actually just because of the individual component pieces. So the Helmet of the Storm is one of those component pieces that ideally you're going to be able to use. I'm currently not using it just because I only have mine to legendary, same as I only have my legendary Dominator armor. So I'm kind of patchworking and currently using the Thunderbolt armor in place of the Dominator armor. And so to still get that 2-piece ThunderGod set, I'm using the accessory, which does still get the hit rate. But ideally, once I get my Helmet of the Storm and my Dominator armor to Mythic, I'm going to swap those in just because these really are, currently this is the best kind of equipment you can use in the game. So, and that's just because your good epic quality skills do give you 15 and 30% attack, respectively. And then your rare quality skill gives you 30% bonus hit rate. Bonus hit rate is, I've talked in other videos, just really important stat in later stages. Normal mode 11, 12, hard mode from like 8 on. You just need a lot of that hit rate, close to like 300% for like normal mode 12, just because in order to actually hit all the enemies all the time, or else you're going to just have a lot of attacks that miss, and that's just going to greatly decrease your damage output. So hit rate is just really important. For your legendary quality skill, we have 30% attack speed. It's not quite as much as the Death and Nyx helmets, but it's still enough to provide you a good enough attack just output, just because you're going to be attacking more frequently. So that 30% attack speed gets you by. But really, it is a little less attack speed, but that hit rate mitigates any decrease in performance you have from not having as much attack speed. Now, the Mythic quality skill, multi-attack chance, is kind of a unique one and definitely becomes more powerful later in the game. And that's just because you're going to be just facing onslaughts of waves. So that 20% mythical attack chance boost is actually pretty critical. It's kind of like your critical hit chance, where ideally you're going to want to get this as close to 100% as you can. So this multi-attack chance you can see right now, I actually don't have anything really boosting it. So I only have a 50% multi-attack chance. But if you end up going and using the ThunderGod helmet along with maybe a rune, you can get close to 100% multi-attack chance, which is just going to help you deal more damage to a wider amount of enemies per attack. It's a lot better compared to the splash damage, because the splash damage kind of requires the enemies to be close together, so that multi-attack chance is very critical. Now, if you can't get the Helmet of the Storm, you do have a couple of alternatives, like what I'm doing right now. I'm using the Dominator Crown and swapping out the Dominator armor for the Thunderbolt armor. Alternatively, if you have a lot of really good hit rate runes, if you have, say, 4 mythic hit rate runes, you can actually technically forego the ThunderGod pieces altogether, and then you could kind of instead use either the Nyx or the Death set. Ideally, probably the Nyx helmet and accessory, just because those are going to give you more attack speed, and then I believe the Nyx helmet gives you some critical damage and critical chance as well. So really, but ideally, if you can get this ThunderGod helmet, currently it is kind of one of the meta things to do in the game, just because it provides that extra hit rate, and it's a good piece of equipment overall. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.